fourth in the AFC Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now Rodgers. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Robert Tonyan, the intended target, and it's third down. Here's Rodgers. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Taylor. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
On third down, here's Taylor. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, Taylor. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Taylor. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On play action, Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. And it's caught.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor.
Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
Again, it'll be Taylor.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Jonathan Taylor
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Ravens are on the board first here in this division round matchup. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Throwing, Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return will stop right around the 25.
They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Second down, another run with Taylor.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Rondale Moore
there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. Oh, that's Smith, a nice catch. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Texans.
Back to throw. Jones. This is Smith with a grab. Touchdown, Houston. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Mine's 59. Let's go, team. Big Sears right here. We got to step it up. Hey, 88, 88, 88. Mike's about 9.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing is Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Jones now to throw on second down. Being chased out left. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. It's Moore. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Well, you know, this offense has had their way for the most part here in this first half, but that time, maybe they got a little greedy.
Well, it is hard to blame them, isn't it? Because like they said back in the 1980s, greed can be good. Stick with what's been working. But that time, I think he got a little bit too much air under that one, and it turned into a turnover that was much needed by that defense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one complete to Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track. Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about it.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught by Galladay. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
Yeah, showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good return up past the 30. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. Dancing to his left. He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Taylor. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here we go, G. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he's got this down to the 35. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On play action. Now Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8.
And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a 1st down. Now a give to Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Taylor. Shrugs him off. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Ravens are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now Jones throwing on 1st down, going deep for Diggs. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Texans. Stephon Diggs, 63 yards.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
Jones throwing for it. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
You ain't doing nothing. Watch out, pick 26. Say he's great. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight out there.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers, he's going to look deep for more.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Ravens on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Rodgers now to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, it's Taylor. And some space here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
97 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
We own them. We own them. Mike 54. Mike 54. You must be trying out there. Check. Box it. Watch the pass.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick.
And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Going deep for Diggs. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd and 10, Jones.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
108 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Brings up the 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
They're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.